And also to let us know, hey, if this scenario plays out, is it a positive or negative for, let's say, the borrowers who would say, well, they'll have higher interest rates, would there be no change, would there be lower interest rates? What are those kind of things? To me, it sounds like almost if the government gave us an explicit on those, then we might see lower rates, but not significant, not enough to like 1 or 2 points. But if you would, let's walk us through that one, if you will.
Okay, sure. Yeah, in fact, there was actually the economist from Moody's, a guy named Mark Zandi, has studied this topic quite a bit, Fannie Freddie and the government's role with both agencies. And so he has actually come up with multiple scenarios involving the conservatorship of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And he actually came up with 5 different scenarios. The first one was just keeping the status quo. And if that's the case, of course, he would argue, and I would agree with him, there would be no change in the current mortgage interest rate levels. It would just more of the same, business as usual, maintain the status quo, no change. And he actually rates that as a pretty high probability of what's going to happen with all this discussion. In fact, he calls this probably about a 65% probability. And I would tend to agree with him. So I think from that perspective, for anyone who's watching or listening to our show today, and if you've seen these headlines about the discussion of maybe pulling the plug on FHFA oversight of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, I would argue that don't read too much into that. I think that it's likely that we're probably not going to see that. Again, Mark Zandi at Moody's is suggesting probably a 65% chance that we'll just be business as usual.